Today is, why does my watch
23rd.
still say?
Yeah.
March 23rd, inspection, health and hospital, had to move a vehicle. Yeah, I got some new 2x4s for building my other storage bins,
Okay.
which are off
And
the ground.
for this one, for college property, we have fence, siding, soffits, window frames, gutter boards, and outdoor storage sheds. So obviously, you know, this will stuff to be, this side, these two sides will stuff to be scraped and painted.
Yeah, that's what I bought the brush for.
Okay. And then when we talk about window frames, this would be a good example of
That's weather tight. Looking from the inside, that's weather tight as can be. Weather tight. Seal. That board's been on there since when I got the place.
the debatable part would be with it being bordered on the inside, you can still get rain and snow and weather inside there, but
Okay, what if I'd fabricate an awning made of wood? That would be the quickest.
that could potentially help. We probably wouldn't keep the case open if that was the only issue. If everything was scraped and painted,
Well,
probably.
it's warm enough I can do the surface preparation as of yet.
Okay.
If I put the paint on now, it won't last, and we'll be right back dealing with this malarkey again.
And then same with painting the gutter boards and all that stuff.
Right.
That's just that's not an opening down at the bottom. It's just like a.
That's water runoff.
Okay.
It's a little sump.
Storage sheds. Have you done anything additional? I see the door, but the door I think had been put up last time.
Yeah, I haven't done anything. It's been winter time. I haven't done much of anything.
Okay. That's fine. Let me get a picture on that side real quick.
All these materials are for that.
Okay. For
Those two are
continuing
for-
the siding that you have on there.
Yeah, and for
Okay.
taking out that skeleton of one over there. Hello. And for building more,
Additional storage sheds. Okay.
of course.
Let's take a peek around the outside and show me the fence that you worked on.
Yeah, that gate's getting overhauled too. I cleaned it on the outside. It's in better shape, but it's not like I want it yet. So can you show me anything that's putrefying or leaking chemicals or
Well, leaking chemicals would not be something I would be concerned with, but hazmat would be.
that's in the book? Well, there isn't any. There is none of that. That's been there. I would have continued it around this pole, but I haven't decided. I need not to go in front of it, and I'll probably just keep it in a straight line and make it so that if they have to access this pole, it can come apart easily enough.
So
I know
you're
the pole is
going to take this part down eventually, though, correct?
What, the inside part?
Yeah.
Yeah, actually that's going to come down, and this may even move back further because I've told the neighbors they can park over here, and that keeps traffic down. There used to be a fence up over there, and there'd be drunk dumbasses hang out over here drinking, and there'd be piles of bottles, so on and so forth. So neighbors get to park here, and that makes their life easier, and it reduces traffic. And there's a bit of
Big
that.
dog around here or something?
Everybody's got dogs around here. Yeah, I still haven't seen in the rule books where I'm actually in violation of anything. It's mostly just the whims of inspectors and then the lawyers all sing along with the tune. I don't know where that piece of whatever that stuff is came from, but that's the neighbors doing. I don't get over here much. Don't really need to.
Okay. That side's done.
Yeah, I want to put an awning over that. I mean, that says,
Over your window there?
yeah.
Okay.
I don't know. I think that's sound. That's as strong as can be. And there's nothing in there that's affected by weather anyway.
Okay. All right. You want to head over here?
I suppose. Is this a court-ordered inspection?
Yeah, I've got a copy of it if you want it. If you were in court last, which I'm pretty sure you were,
I was, of course.
you should have gotten a copy, but that's fine.
Yeah, well, they don't really worry about following the rules as usual.
Well, there's supposed to be a deputy here, but oh well.
Well, they have an actual job to do, and this would be a waste of that resource. And I haven't done any concrete work.
Oh, because this is underneath here is where the hole is, correct? That you're going to be grading, or where was that?
That was here.
Oh, that was there. I was going to say it looked different.
Well, if it's what hole?
To your crawl space, where you had like a vent.
All right, yeah. Not detectable. You can't see it. That's,
oh no!
That's
Well,
where
we've seen it. Obviously, we saw it previous inspections. I just was wondering where it went, but if it's under there, no.
It's closed up. Yeah, it's winterized. There's no need to be venting stuff. Oh, there's your deputy. Huh.
So,
well, at least he's not.
On the soffits, gutter's still good here.
At least he's not out writing speeding tickets or something.
Let's go back here real quick. This part might be a little debatable.
Well, that's temporary downspouts.
Okay. Because you're going to eventually run them along the house then? Or
well, I haven't decided.
You were going to dig a tunnel or something, weren't you, for the drainage?
Yeah, I have not decided how to handle that yet, but that keeps the stuff off the sidewalk.
Temporarily off of the
foundation. And I can walk through here without Niagara Falls and stuff.
Hello.
Good morning. I'm obviously deemed by the establishment to be a threat, and so we need law enforcement here to protect.
Here's your order, sir.
Lovely.
We're already done with property across there. So.
Okay.
Yeah, they found not diddly squat, of course.
I was sitting out front looking for you.
Oh, were you? Yeah, we always, I think she put on the email to meet in the alley.
That's one thing I like about this house is the odd layout. I can play my music in here, my neighbors don't hear it, and if they want to play music, I don't hear it. I got a lot of firewood left. I ran the gas heat this winter.
Yeah.
Okay, so what exactly are we looking for?
Right now we're just looking at the current conditions of the structures. That's it. Pictures of all sides, because that's what they have requested in the hearings in the past. Is not just pictures of what progress you've had, what you've made, but pictures of the whole property, so we can evaluate.
Evaluate as according to by the rules, or what measure are we using to determine the status?
Well, if the judge asks, well, what approximate percentage of work is done, if we could see a full all the pictures of the entire property, we could make a better estimate.
And there's no ulterior motives as to, ooh, he's got a mess in there, ooh, he's doing this or that, or
well, but you have a permanent injunction
over there
on that yard,
and that was not proven by the rules. That was just a whim, and that was just a bunch of shyster lawyers. Of course, yeah, same as ever.
Okay.
And so that still doesn't really tell me what we're specifically looking for.
Yes, Mark, we always go over this. For Carrollton, fence, gutters, downspouts, paint, soffits,
I mean, as to
space through the walkway, and flue.
I'm looking for it in text in the rule book.
10-702 is most of the violations. This talks about structural components to your house, and the exterior condition has to be structurally sound and weather tight.
I'm gonna look that up.
Okay. And then college, we just went through those. Fence, siding, soffits, window frames, gutter boards, outdoor storage sheds. Those are the remaining violations on both of the properties. So, rule book questions, go ahead and you can ask those in court.
You know, they never hear me. I could talk. I could write a book, and they would be in one ear twice as fast out the other one. They don't hear two words. There's no point in me even going there. It's a circus.
Well, court's tomorrow at 10. Well, it's at 9 o'clock, but I think we normally appear at 10. So. Yeah,
because there's nothing doing until, and that ain't. Is the judge gonna be on time? Because I got something I need to do at 11.
The judge comes out once our cases are dealt with, and then they know how many hearings they're gonna have, and then they call the judge out. So it's not the judge that really determines when they come out. It's if there's 1 million people and we have to deal with all those cases and there's 10 hearings or whatever, then they will say, okay, judge,
well,
we're ready.
That's remarkably flexible, but could we kind of keep it on time tomorrow so I can maintain my schedule?
I have no control over that. So
who does?
I have no idea. Court staff, the judge, the attorneys, possibly.
Of course.
All right. Well, I will see you tomorrow morning. We are good to go.
All right then.
Thank you.
Well, isn't that just lovely? I'm so glad folks are looking out for me.